Hi, meteorologist Damien Lodes, and this is your weekly forecast for January 5th. Well, cold temperatures is going to be the main story for the week, but right now in Oklahoma City we have a temperature of 37 degrees. Those winds have been howling all day. It feels more like 28 degrees outside with that wind chill. Now let's take a look at the wind chills across the rest of the metro. It feels more like 30 degrees right now in Edmond, 31 in Midwest City, 30 degrees down in Norman, and 34 up in Kingfisher. So compared to the rest of the metro, it's feeling pretty nice right now up in the hometown. Now as we zoom out to take a look at wind chills across the rest of the state, it feels more like 27 degrees in Stillwater, 23 in Enid, 26 down in Clinton, and 31 in Lawton. So for the overnight hours, if you do plan on going outside, make sure you're bundled up, because as take a look at your evening forecast, it's going to be cold and it's going to be breezy. Even though we're going to see temperatures in the 30s, with these winds gusting up to 15-20 miles an hour, that's going to drop those wind chill values down into the 20s. So it's going to be a cold night, because take a look at the overnight lows. 25 degrees is what it's going to get down to tonight in Stillwater, 22 for the overnight low in Enid, 24 in Clinton, 25 down in Lawton. So the average for this time of year is 29, and we're going to be a lot closer to that tonight than what we were last night. Now let's take a look at the out the door forecast for tomorrow morning. 7 o'clock, make sure you're grabbing those jackets, because it's going to be a cold start for tomorrow morning. 25 degrees at 7 o'clock. Even as 8 o'clock gets here, it's still going to be chilly, only 26 degrees. Now by the time 9 o'clock gets here, it's going to be a sunny morning, but still temperatures are only going to be in the 20s. So as we get into the overnight hours, 25 is going to be the overnight low here for Oklahoma City. It's going to be a cold night. And even as we get into tomorrow morning, 26 is what we're going to look at for that morning commute. It's going to be nice and sunny for tomorrow, so we will get up to the 40s. 40 degrees by noon, and then we're only going to stay there, only 40 degrees by 5 o'clock for that afternoon commute driving back home. But as we take a look at highs across the rest of the state tomorrow, 42 for the afternoon high in Seminole, 42 in Ada, 47 down in Ardmore. So in far southern Oklahoma, we will see temperatures return to the mid to upper 40s, but up in far northeastern Oklahoma, this is where we're going to start to see that cold Arctic air start to slowly make its way into central Oklahoma, because as Wednesday gets here, we're going to see dangerous cold temperatures start to make its way here into Oklahoma City. Because as we take a look at the highs on Wednesday, look at this, only a high of 20 degrees for Stillwater, 18 for Enid, 19 for Alva, Woodward. Now if these temperatures weren't bad enough, look at these winds gusting up to 35-40 miles an hour. So you know that's going to drop those wind chill values into the dangerous territory, because as 11 o'clock gets here on Wednesday morning, it's going to feel like 2 degrees in Stillwater, 0 degrees at Vance Air Force Base, and -1 up in Ponca City. So even as the day goes on, by 1:30 in the afternoon heading into 1 or 3:30 on Wednesday afternoon, it's still going to feel like 0 degrees in Stillwater, -1 in Enid, and only 4 degrees here for Oklahoma City. So that's going to be a very cold day on Wednesday. Now let's take a look at your 5-day temperature trend. Normally for this time of year, we're in the upper 40s, and we're not going to be anywhere close to that getting into the rest of the week. We will finally get back up to the 40s, but only for Sunday, because the rest of the week is going to be very cold. And now as we talk about the weekend, we do have a 20% chance of a rain-snow mix, primarily for eastern Oklahoma. Pretty much anything east of I-35, we're going to see a 20% chance of a snow-rain mix. And it's not going to be too high of a chance, because as take a look at the storm impacts, no risk right now of any type of accumulation on the roads or bridges. So I'm not expecting any type of slowdowns as far as your commute goes on Sunday. But as take a look at your 5+5 forecast here for the next 10 days, 25 is what we're going to start off for tomorrow, and then we will get up to 42 for the afternoon high. And now tomorrow's going to feel pretty balmy compared to the rest of the week, because we're only going to see 22 degrees for the afternoon high on Wednesday and 32 on Thursday. Even as the week goes on, we're only going to get up to 28 degrees on Friday and 35 on Saturday. And even looking at these morning lows, we're only going to start off at 10 degrees on Thursday. So we're going to see some very cold temperatures to start off these days. So as you're making your way out to those bus stops in the morning, make sure you're dressed for winter, because even as we get into the start of next week, we're only going to see temperatures in the mid 30s to even some low 40s. So 2015 starting off very cold, and you're up to date with the latest First Alert forecast.